Hey, this is Dan. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you today because I have a meeting here in Huntington Beach, and I thought I'd swing by Car Park for you. My duck is happy to see me, and you should be too. Before I get into it, we've got a lot to cover. The Cold War is back, guys. Definitely back. And the supply chains are the front lines, guys. And we're going to cover all this. I got a lot of national news to cover. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your friends and colleagues. And don't forget, we got the Patreon channel you can sign up for if you want more access to me. Plus, the Webull promotion. The Webull promotion is insane right now. Think about this. You set up a Webull account, the link is below. You get 2 free shares of stock worth up to $300 a piece. Okay, that's crazy. If you fund it with 1 penny, you get 3 more shares of stock that could be worth up to $3,000 a piece. This could be worth up to $9,600 from Webull. Now, the crazy thing about Webull is they just added 3 more coins. If you guys trade cryptocurrencies and you're into that, Webull's probably the easiest place to do it. And if you put money into cryptos, they give you $5 towards it. So use the link below, sign up. The promotion is short this month, so take advantage of it and sign up right now if you want to take advantage of that. Now, first things first, with everything going on with Ukraine and with Russia right now, the supply chains are going to be absolutely destroyed. We are basically, whether you want to admit this, we're basically at war with Russia right now in the sense that people don't want to do business with Russia in any way, shape, or form. Look at all these birds, dude. This is crazy. You know what's weird about this place? I come here and the birds are different. Look at this. They're different than they were last time. So, okay. Jamie Dimon just came out from JP Morgan, and Jamie Dimon said, hey, don't do business with Russia. Don't buy on the dip. Don't think that you're going to make money by investing in this right now. And, I kind of tend to agree with them because so many people are just cutting them off. Now, here's the thing. Stock market in Russia is basically closed right now. There are people that are not doing business with them unilaterally. And this is going to absolutely destroy a lot of things. The price of gas, as you know, everybody writes me and has told me one thing, that the price is going up all over the place, and that's what they're seeing. So, that being said, gas is going up. Now, the other thing is, I want you to think about something. A little over a year ago, we were energy independent, and we didn't need to buy fuel from places like Russia or anything like that. Think about this right now. If we would have continued with everything that we were doing here with oil and gas, right now it'd be a totally different story in Russia. Europe would be able to tell Russia to pound sand, and we're going to go with the Americans right now. Now, we're in the same spot as Europe is, and we basically have to deal with these people to get oil and gas because of the position that we're in, closing pipelines and everything that happened. So it's ridiculous, guys. It would have been a totally different story. Europe could have told them off, basically, and said we're going to deal with the Americans. Now, Jerome Powell comes out and gets in front of the House and talks about how he thinks that a quarter point raise in our interest rates is a good thing, and we should get ready for that. You guys, this is already priced into the stock market. This is going to basically do nothing, but you're going to continue to see prices absolutely skyrocket during this time. Please understand that. It's not going to go down in any way, shape, or form, okay? So a quarter of a point's not going to do anything. A few percentage points is I don't think it's going to do anything. Now, Canada, Bank of Canada, just announced a 0.5 point price increase, their first price increase since 2018. It's kind of fascinating, guys, that Canada jumped the gun on us, but Canadians, if you guys read the comments and we get a worldwide audience, you see how upset everybody in Canada is because of the inflation. Plus it's cold in Canada. Spoke with a friend of mine, and he was so happy that it was above 0 degrees. Okay? Nuts, guys. So share your thoughts and all this stuff, guys. Let me know what you think. And, you know, for all the haters, it's real birdseed, guys. People that, you know, what we're going to see is continued problems. This is not going to end anytime soon. You need to sit down and you need to take the time to work on your finances, to work on your own supply chain in your own home. As I drove here, I've had 3 conversations already this morning from people telling me how concerned they are. What can I do now? What can I do for my kids? What can I do? Prepare, guys. Make sure you have cash in the house. 1s, 5s, 10s, 100s, everything. Make sure you have change in the house too. Okay, as ridiculous as that seems. But also dry goods and food, water. Okay. One thing, you know, I get all this, you know, what I thought was crazy stuff a couple years ago from my brother and friends, where I got life straws and all these different water purification things for my birthday. And I'm glad I have all that stuff now, because I'm not buying it, because as I look at it and share it with you guys, the prices for this stuff just completely goes through the roof. So, you know, so share your thoughts and all this stuff, guys. For those of us that are old enough to remember Russia being the big bad enemy, okay? Well, guys, it's back. And again, it's kind of our own doing in one sense, okay? We could have been different with the energy. We could have negotiated a hell of a lot differently right now than we are. And if you guys don't think that, you're kidding yourself, because, again, not, you know, controlling the oil, controlling our own destiny would have been a little different right now. So share your thoughts and all this stuff, guys, okay? The State of the Union was a couple nights ago, and President Biden has vowed to fight inflation with all his might. Okay? Does anybody believe that that's going to happen? Because what you're seeing is that the banking industry, and there's a great article below, is saying that right now the sanctions that we've imposed on Russia are going to do nothing but hurt Russia. You guys want some more? Look at these guys. How? So now with everything that's going on in the Ukraine, we are seeing oil prices just continue to rise. $110 a barrel now. Guys, it's only going to go up from here. You're only going to see gas prices go up from here. As I said earlier, people write me from around the country and around the world talking about how crazy it's going to get and how crazy it is getting in their neighborhoods, where people saw things go up 50 cents in a week. So that being said, great article out of American Banker talking about how these sanctions are going to hurt us here in the United States, even though we put sanctions on someone else outside the country. You're going to see more expensive products across the board. You're going to see things and commodities go up that affect manufacturing and everything else that we do. But the supply chain nightmare is only going to get worsened by this situation, and if we get involved in it, it's going to be it's going to escalate from there. Now, one thing that Business Insider did was they have an article about how a Russian oligarch has docked his yacht in the Maldives, and it's not a safe haven for this, and that we should seize the yacht. That's insane, guys. Okay, again, we do that and we're involved in it. They want to have us make Ukraine a no-fly zone, which we would have to enforce, guys, the Americans. That's going to make a mess. So again, guys, I think this escalation is going to get worse, and I hope it doesn't, but you know, I'm an adult now, so I have to look at things in a realistic manner. Next thing, California just announced a $296 million grant program. And again, if you don't live here in California, this is something you need to look at. The leftover money that they had from this last stimulus package is being used to build things like parks. It's being used to build safe zones and clean up areas with green zones. Now, I know you're thinking solar, wind, shenanigans like that. No, they're talking about parks and landscaping, getting rid of pavement, getting rid of trash. But what this is going to do is create a tremendous amount of jobs. They're talking about 3,000 jobs. Now, whether that happens or not, that's open for debate. But what this does is, again, I don't care where you live. Here in the United States, your city, county, state, some of them have money left over from those stimulus packages, and they are going to give them out. The next one is Maine. Maine is considered a retirement state now. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but I keep getting Maine Real Estate. Dan, come to Maine. Anyways, if you buy a house in Maine, you can get $40,000 worth of your student loan debt forgiven. That's a pretty good deal. But again, this is the type of thing that I don't care. If you are going to buy a house right now, you need to speak to your lender and say, hey, look at this story from Maine. What else do we have here in Connecticut? What else do we have here in Iowa? Ask about your state and have these people be responsible and be up to date on this stuff, because you could get some free money. Now, again, 40 grand's a lot of money to be forgiven, but if you buy a house in Maine, which Maine real estate's fairly inexpensive, you could be ahead of the game. So share your thoughts on that stuff, guys, because I think it's crazy. Now, another thing is Bitcoin. You know, we talked about how El Salvador has used Bitcoin as a currency there right now, and other countries are working on that. There's a great article about how the list of countries is growing, and Mexico is the next country that could actually adopt Bitcoin as a currency. Guys, this is not going away. As much as I talk about all the shenanigans with cryptos and everything like that, if you think that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is going away, you know, you're kidding yourself. So next thing is Mexico, Panama, all these other places that could technically add it because of the price of Ethereum, Solana, and all these other different cryptos that could be of value for doing that. This island here in the center of that lake is where all the birds lay eggs and migrate and do all that fun stuff. And just a really famous park. But man, it is weird. I came out here, and I don't know if it's the time of the year or the season. I'm going to have somebody correct me on this. But it is crazy the different types of birds that are out here now that were out here 2 months ago. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. And do you think that the cryptos are here to stay? Do you think that we're going to see more and more countries use this as currency? Again, you're gonna see more city coins. You're gonna see, you know, different coins, like you have the Miami coin and New York and places like that. As soon as one of these explodes and takes off, I think it's just a matter of time until you have the Los Angeles coin and the Vegas coin and everything else. So let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. What do you guys think about the new Cold War? What do you think? Think it's bad? Honk, honk. There we go. Thank you. How about some more food? That's biting my... Ow! Gotcha. One thing that's crazy is Russia sells $1 billion a day in oil. $1 billion. Now, one thing that's nuts is their stock exchange has been closed for over 3 days now, and taken just a massive 90% hit. And the government in Russia has decided to pull a Fed move, and they're going to start buying troubled assets immediately. They've dedicated $10 billion towards this. That's fascinating. And where does it end? Okay? So, again, crazy to think that there's that much oil that's produced from Russia. And think about it. If we sold that, could we sell $1 billion worth a day of oil? Anyways, I digress. Another thing that's fascinating is during the State of the Union, our main man Elon Musk said he was dissed, which I love this. Think about this statement from Elon Musk. He was on CNBC, and he said it's ridiculous that Ford and GM got praised for their EV cars and Tesla didn't get mentioned, and it's an absolute shame that they've done that. And he also said no one's watching the State of the Union. No one but Elon Musk is watching the State of the Union. So clearly Elon was dissed again and was upset that the president didn't mention him in the State of the Union. So I got a kick out of that. The CNBC article is below, and you can take a look at that as well. Well, the ADP employment report is out again, and it's ridiculous because they're revising things up again. And they're saying that we added, we didn't lose jobs in January, we actually added jobs in January, and there's a 500,000 job swing. How do you get this wrong? How is that even remotely, real in any way, shape, or form? Now, in February, they're saying that we added another 475,000 jobs. Man, we must just have the greatest economy that ever existed right now. So for those of you out there that think that things are bad or you can't find a job, just need to look at ADP and be told how wrong you are. So zero credibility, guys, nothing. And again, we're just about to hear the unemployment numbers, and I'll share those with you right now. So let's take a look at that. The first-time unemployment job claims numbers came in at 215,000 people. Now, they're trying to celebrate this as, hey, this is fantastic. It's 18,000 people less than the week before. Okay, great. There's only 1.48 million people on unemployment. Now, this is the lowest number since 1970, when there was 1.54 million people on unemployment. Great. Whether you believe that or not, I just don't believe these numbers, guys. I think that there's a tremendous amount of people that are not working right now. Again, if we had this perfect employment, if we had this perfect economy, we wouldn't see the businesses shuttering that we're seeing all around us. It doesn't matter where you live, people are going out of business right now. Now, in a separate report, there was a productivity report, which is non-farm payrolls, and it was saying that productivity was up 6.6%. Now, the problem with this is that they were anticipating it to be a little higher, 6.7%. But the problem with this report, and it's included below, is that it's costing people more to get things made. It is costing more in labor. Hourly wages are going up, and you can say, oh, that's a good thing. It's a good thing for the workers if they want to make more money. But as far as businesses making money and expansion, it's not a good thing. So it's costing more for manufacturing. It's costing more to make products. It's also costing more for service work. So we're seeing that. So who believes this with the employment numbers? Now, here's something that's absolutely fascinating. Retail is destroyed. Retail will never be the same in our lifetimes. This was just announced that Amazon is closing all of its physical location bookstores. Isn't that interesting? They were going to revolutionize the book business again. But let me remind you guys of a few things. Borders Books, Crown Books, Walden Books. Remember those chains? Bankrupt, guys. Done. Down for the count. Barnes & Noble's hanging by a thread. And again, if you want to be alone, you go to a Barnes & Noble. It's just that simple. It used to be such a great place to get books. And again, I feel for them. They're hurting. But Amazon is closing its retail locations. Hello. How are you? So Amazon's doing that. And again, they're closing their 4-star locations too. And you can read the story below. But everything's great in the economy, guys. Prepare, guys. Prepare. Also, if you work for a company, a big company, don't hesitate to ask questions like, hey, I want to know the financial solvency. What do you think the game plan looks like for 6 months and 12 months? Oh, that's ridiculous. My boss would be so mad if I asked that. Well, you're a fool if you don't ask that, because I would want to know that I had a future wherever I was at, and wanted to know what their game plan is. But the Amazon locations are closing. What does this mean for their new physical clothing locations? Is that going to be a winner? As I was driving to Car Park right off of Golden West Street and Warner, there's a brand new Amazon Fresh store that's opening up. It took over where the Big Lots store was, and it hasn't opened yet, and they're working on it right now. But does that interest you with the smart carts and all that stuff for Amazon? Because it doesn't interest me. Okay, I like to talk to people. It's my thing. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Let me know what you think. And have you ever been to those bookstores? I was in Century City and went to the Amazon store. Kind of barren, kind of snooty, kind of pretentious, but bought a couple books and, just wasn't impressed by the whole experience. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Look who came and visited me. Rosie, yay, Rosie. Hi, Rosie, sweetheart. I'm going to end this video in these last couple stories, and this is fascinating. There's a guy that I follow on TikTok, and he is an actor who has walked onto different film sets and eaten for almost a month. About 26 days straight, just walks onto different LA film sets, and hey, how's it going? And not a recognizable guy, bit player that stands in the background and things like that, but just walks onto different film sets that he's not working at and goes to craft service, which is the food table, and eats, and is eating really well for almost a month. Now that leads to another story out of the Hollywood Reporter, and Netflix just announced last week that they got robbed for hundreds of thousands of dollars on the set of The Crown, where people walked on the set and stole things from the set of the production. So again, if you want to read that, take a look at it, but crime is everywhere. People are opportunistic with everything that they do right now. So please understand, look at your safety, look at your surroundings, look at the people you work with, know the people that they bring with them to your house, to your business, to everywhere, because it happens all the time where all of a sudden people bring somebody new in and they're scouting the place out, and before you know it, the place is cleaned out. So there's that. Also, Stonehenge, you know, the big rock pillars, they finally determined that was a prehistoric calendar from way back when, where I thought it was just a great song from Spinal Tap. So share your thoughts and all that stuff. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Share this with everybody. Real quick video today for you guys, just because some obvious things going on in the economy, but I just wanted to share it with you. And don't forget the Webull promotion. Guys, sign up for Webull. You get 2 free shares of stock. You can sell them immediately if you want. If you want to trade crypto, it is the easiest place on the planet Earth to trade crypto. You can do it 24/7, and take a look at the link below. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.